Hello YouTube, this is Trent, aka M25, aka Lucian. I'm back here in New York City, in between New World Trade and Wall Street, where they have actually opened up a new Barcade right here. Now, believe it or not, this is the same Barcade that was once in Jersey City before they shut down unexpectedly. I believe it was back in June, though my coworker said it was much earlier than that, but so yeah, the reason why they closed is because they were moving locations. So now not only did we lose both the Newark installation, but also Jersey City. Yet now New York City has like 4 in total in this area, in the city, especially one in Brooklyn. So today I'm going to give you a quick tour of this location, see what they got, then give you a good recommendation. So let's get started, shall we? Alright, so here we are in this location, and wow, this is pretty huge. I've seen one YouTuber that did a quick tour of this area, and I must admit, it's quite insane. Not only do they have like arcade from the Jersey City location, along with the one arcade from that pop-up area in Rockefeller Center, but also like a basement for more arcade games. So it's like 2 floors worth of arcade insanity. So I'm just going to give you a quick tour and see what they got, and give you my recommendation. Now, this is like fast arcades, modern arcades, and new and the most imported arcades, including this one here, Armadillo Racing, which I never even heard of. It looks like mostly a Japanese-based type of game, but looking at the gameplay, that is quite interesting type of gameplay, that's for sure. So it might be somewhat of a weird one, at least this is like one of those rare commodities you might see around here. Also this one here, Panic Park, which is basically like a mini game area where you play multiple games in one arcade cabinet. Again, Japanese based, so it is what it is. Ice Cold Beer. Then we have Robotron 2084. Miss Pac-Man. Then we got this interesting one called Shoes, which is basically a horseshoe tossing game where you have to toss your horseshoe into the goalie line. A weird game, yes, but it does have its unique merits. And of course, you can't have a Barcade without a Budweiser tapper. Here's one of the arcade games that was from Jersey City, which is the Fire Truck. And then we have a Pac-Man 4-player versus mode right here. And 4 of the Daytona USA cabs. Heading upstairs, we have like a nice little alcove of classic arcade games. First we have this one here, which is mostly like a bicyclist game. It's called Prop Cycle. Definitely one of those weird types of games you might see around here. Another Japanese base too. Then we have the classic Donkey Kong game. Then we have Magical Tetris Challenge with Disney characters. Again, another arcade that came from Jersey City. Galaga. Street Fighter 2 Turbo Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo Edition. Seriously, these names are getting insane. Then we have Progress. Then we have Atari's Basketball, which has the most unique black and white animation of basketball players. I don't know if this was in the Jersey City or not, but hey, definitely does have its unique feel to it. And of course we got this one, which is like a Mortal Kombat-esque Street Fighter arcade tab. I think this was also in Jersey City too. And that definitely has that Mortal Kombat vibe to it as well. Then we have a Neo Geo, which features games such as Windjammers, Mr. Do, Neo Geo Cup 98, and Puzzle Bubble. Don't know why they don't have Final Fight or any other fighting games, but hey, I'm not one to complain about it, as long as they have some interesting games right here. And of course we have the 18-wheeler, American Pro Trucker. Right here we have this exciting new Batman glove, which I have no idea they had an actual one, but it looks like one of the most unique gimmicks right there, for sure. And another one from Jersey City, which is the Dolly Ghost. I've always loved this type of game, especially giving its unique charm to it. Now, this is a new one. This is actually a modern arcade game known as NBA Superstars. I'm quite surprised that they haven't had something like this here on the classic arcade side. But it is what it is. So I might as well just might as well have like something like NBA Jam related, right? But I think the Danny Summer, we'll get to that later on. Now we move on to the pinball machines. We got here the Champion Cup, the person's favorite. Some of these arcades actually came pinball machines after came from Jersey City too, so it is quite special. Then we have Medieval Madness. We got Baywatch. Then we got Dolly Plasma, one of the really classic ones. And then we have Adam's Family, which at the time of recording, the newest Sesame Street for Wednesday's going to be coming up real soon. Might as well keep a look out for that on Netflix, right? Then we got a modern pinball, which is King Kong, Rhythm Terror Island. And this is interesting. We have here 2 NBA Fast Breaks. From what I saw in a previous YouTuber for the previous YouTuber, this is actually a 2-player pinball machine where you can challenge each other in both arcade tabs. That's really unprecedented feel, but hey, I mean, it's just one of those types of rare commodities. But if you don't have like 2-player versus mode, that's for sure. Then over here we have this unique one known as Namco Quick and Crash, which is basically a pistol-like game, like old school before the sword punching became. This is basically the pistol that you use. Then over here we have this unique new one called Super Panic Ball. This is basically another versus pinball machine, which is like enlarged or insane multi-ball madness by the looks of it. You can tell by the balls right here. Basically, you just have to get the highest score and compete against the rival. Really, it's quite a unique taste to it. Now, this one's one of the most obscure ones you can see around here, known as Lucky and Wild. Basically, the premise of the game is you are a bloody cops type people that race around going after criminals and using, say, the shooters, using driving and guns to get by. These are the basic gun skills you're going to be using. So I am quite concerned on how you're going to drive a steering wheel while at the same time shooting the guns. Seems a little bit bizarre, but hey, I can understand the rules of this game, that's true. So over here we have the Golden Dash and Revenge of the Death Adder, basically a Sterling type beat 'em up. We have 2 screens of Super Punch Out. And this beauty right here is known as the Grid. A 3-screen, 3-player versus type game where you beat up opponents with a variety of insane weapons and skills. I've seen this game before back in Boomers in Fort Lauderdale, and definitely has a feel to it. So much so. Always a fun, tough game to play around. And of course, no Barcade sitting with this bad boy, the Bitchy Bassy. I don't know if this was from Rockefeller or from Jersey City, but I've been seeing plenty of these from time to time, so I guess this is like one of the first imported games that Barcade asked for beforehand. Really incredible. Then of course we have the gun blade for the airport New York. Retro Fire 2 with an interesting marquee above. You can't see it because it's a little dark around here. Mortal Kombat 2. Atari's Millipede. Another modern game with a classic twist known as Asteroid Recharge. This kind of, I've been seeing plenty of these types of rebooted modern cabinets with this type of feel, and definitely has its unique style to it. Really something to behold, if I do say so myself. Then here we have Dragon Spirit, which is basically a air shooter but with dragons. Smash TV. Escape from the Planet of the Robot Monsters. We have this interesting game here called Gun Bullets. Basically a basic shooter type game. Definitely Japanese import too by the looks of it, and it does have the multicolored guns right here. Yeah, these things can get a little slippery when you try to beat them back. Now this is another modern one here known as Kutiban. Definitely one of those modern games you see around. So much so. Basically you just use this touch screen to just slide around. Of course you have your occasional bar. Then over here we have Konami's Sunstriders. Basically another strong beat 'em up with guns and fists. Then we have this thing right here known as Korea's First, another Chronicle. This is basically another one of those unique type of arcade games you see around here. This does have that whole R-type vibe to it as well, by the looks of it. Definitely something to enjoy. And we have another one of these crazy Japanese arcade games. I don't know the name of it though. So by the looks of it, I think it's similar to the Bitsy Basty that I showed before. You just have like these 3 buttons that you have to smash in order to complete certain tasks. Definitely have like an interesting vibe. Then we got this weird thing here. Don't know the name, but it does look like it's a Japanese type table. Definitely one of the weirdest ones out there. Yeah, basically just spinning this thing around by the looks of it. Kind of odd. Oh, okay. Basically it's more along the lines of just throwing the table. That is so fucking odd. So of course we have these Star Wars battle pods. Time Crisis 3. A good classic. I think this came from the Rockefeller area. Then we have Slugfest. Then we have a few more pinballs. Congo, which I'm sure this came from Jersey City as well. Banzai Run. Frontier. The Adventures of Rocky Bullrich and Friends. A good classic in Taxi. Ghostbusters. Creature from the Black Lagoon. Godzilla. And a modern pinball, which is the Evil Dead. Seen that in the pinball area, so yeah. We'll see about that. so I guess that's it for the upstairs. But wait, there's more, because downstairs we have more integrate the arcade games. So I'm going to take you down to it right now just to give you a good vibe. Alright, so here we are in the basement area, and we have a few more handful of good old fashioned arcade games to show you around. So why don't we get started from the left and we move on all the way down to the right. Of course, you're going to have arcades that asteroid, the good old fashioned classics, considering that what I saw upstairs the modern version. We got some unique pinball machines right here. We have the Special Force, TX Sector, one of the most weird arcade games in my personal opinion. Then we have Rush, Dr. Dude, which I think I saw in Rockefeller. Alexa with its two-level pinball, or three-level by the looks of it. And of course another one from Rockefeller, which is the Avengers. And of course we have this strange looking round cocktail pinball Pong.
That's right.
Or 4-player 2 as well. Or is it 2? Yeah, 2 on 2 by the looks of it. Kind of weird, but it does have its unique charm. Then we got here Slapshot. A burger sign with the most unique catheter design. Marquee anyway. Then we have here a Dig Dog. Sega Ninja. Snow Bros, which is basically a snow throwing stuff of arcade game. Kind of weird, but okay, kind of fun. Then we have the Slider. Black Force, one of those throwing airplane shooters. This kind of clones up the R-Type situation. The good old-fashioned Tron, which at time recording, everything's going to come out real soon, so can't wait to see what that's about. And then, of course, we have this 2-player Speed Racer, which I believe I've seen in St. Mark's Place. Guess I moved it here. Interesting. Now, this is kind of strange. We have 2 old-school TVs and a big screen up there. I assume it could be because they might be planning on console gaming in the near future, but I have no idea. We'll see what happens. Hopefully. Then of course we wrap it up with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And a good old classic NBA Jam Simon Edition. And that'll be it for the store. I must admit, this is kind of a bigger improvement than the one in Jersey City. Not only do you have 2 floors worth of arcades, but also a wide variety, be it the classics, some moderns, along with some imported ones from Japan. Definitely something for anyone to enjoy by the looks of it. Well, so I would recommend it? I guess so. I mean, it's actually located close across from Newark Place, so if you guys want to be interested in going to an arcade close by, I suggest going down here. Definitely is worth something for you to enjoy. That's it for the quick tour. Hope you guys enjoy it. See more videos. I'll see you all next time. #RiseAgainstCartoons.